Alright, I've had another mad one of the day, like just got back from court. Me and Christopher. Honestly, you wouldn't believe why we had to go to court. Right, so about summer last year, right, I saved all the stamps out of the Daily Sport, and you get a getaway for like 50 pence, as long as you save them every week, right? So I saved them all up, and I got a day pass for the family for 50 pence for Flamingo Land. So I was like buzzing with that, right? Honestly, the wife loved us and everything, right? So walks down to the sports centre in Morpeth, and bus comes pick up. Annie, my cousin Christopher, and his bird walks across the car park. Christopher is walking over like this, and I says, "Yeah, we're not gonna maggle off, you know." He's all sun creamed up and that. Had a fucking Australian hat on, now the ones with the corks and that. I said, fucking hell, mentally, like, so get on the bus and it was just full of kids, honestly, and I just thought I was dreading this, right? It took me like 5 hours to get to like Flamingo Land, and they just sang that Baby Shark song all the way through. So it rocks up the Flamingo Land, and my mate, right, he works offshore. He just knows all the directors for all the theme parks in the UK, right, even some abroad and that, right. So I get off the bus, and I can see I come straight to the front of the queue, right, and I can, my mate knows all the directors, so I can just jump straight in here. I says, "I've got a voucher for 50 pence and I can get the whole family in." The woman just looked at us and she went, "No, it's 50 pence off." I says, no, it's 50 pence to get in. So apparently I was wrong. I says, "It doesn't matter, I've got loads of money anyway." So like I pulled out like three £50 notes. I says, "Yeah." So it was £149.50. He says, "Yeah, have the lot, keep the change." So get into the park and that, and you got like all your roller coasters and that all over there. Like, I'm just the best in theme parks, me, right? Because when I was younger, right, I held the world record, right, for the longest time on the Tagada. I was there all day on the Tagada, right, didn't even move, just bounced up and down. It was just the best. And I'm sure if you think back, right, I was the first person on the Pepsi Max in Blackpool. Anyway, so went on a few rides and that, right, then the kids and that mini and that, they wanted to go and look in the zoo, right. Honestly, the zoo there is amazing, right. It has like rhinos, hippopotamuses, them ones with the long necks and that, right, fucking goats, pigeons, a lot, right. So it takes them look around, right. My cousin Christopher, right, honestly, he's like Ace Ventura, like all the animals love him, they're just all over him. He's like stand there like the bird man, and just fucking birds going over him like that. I don't know if it's just love the corks on his hat, right, but he loves all the animals. And I love a llama, right, don't get us wrong, fucking stink, right, but absolute class. Christopher like has like, he's like the fucking animal whisperer. He just gnaws, and they love him. You just start eating all the food off him and that. Honestly, him and this llama just got along mint. So after that, right, I says to the band, I says, "Oh look, we'll go and watch the penguin show." So there's like penguin show on, right. So we're sitting there watching this penguin show. Fucking hell, man. Honestly, they were like flipping up the football and all that, and I was like, whoa, it's a class that. And I swear to God, I'm better than Ryan Giggs. Absolute class. If I was a Kevin Keane, I was signing for the tune, at least one penguin for the tune, put him in nets out, you know what I mean? Absolute class. So Minnie was like, she was loving it, right. She says, "Oh, dad, can I go on the water flu, big like water flu ride?" I says, "I know, but I'll just wait here, I'll watch you going up," right. So then I was just sitting, telling my cousin that, watching her going up there, and she's gone ages. I started to get a bit panicky and that, and I was like, fucking hell, it's like nearly time for the bus. And I just seen her come round the corner with my backpack on, right, it was fucking soaking, and I was thinking, fucking hell, must be good, right, like, you know, they're probably nearly drowned. So we get on the bus, right, Millie's soaking. I says, "Yeah, you can't sit at the back of the bus, right, I'm going to try doing, sitting on the back of the bus, right." Now he gets like squeaky, squeak, squeak, squeak. What the fuck's that? So he went at the back of the bus, and there's Minnie with her fucking rucksack like that. She's only nicked a baby penguin. She's dived into the part where the penguins are, into the water, and like put the penguin into her backpack. She must have loved it that much. She's hysterical. I took it off her. I can't. Christopher says, "Yeah, we're gonna have to find her. We're gonna have to go back in. We'll have to like sneak it back in." So me and Christopher just walk in with this fucking baby penguin, right? and he keeps two outside, and I like climb the fence with this penguin, and no word of a lie, right? I put this penguin in the water, and all I see is this big fuck off, right? Emperor fucking penguin. Honestly, he looked like Mr. T with like a swimsuit on, and he just squared up. It was like this. And I was like, oh fuck! And he just fin slapped us across the face, and I was just took by surprise, right? And then all these other penguins are gathered around, but like back in the day when I was in year 10, right? I went to the army for a week with fucking Auntie and Theany and that, right? And was learned how to adapt to situations and that, so like, I was meant to that. And this penguin slapped this, right? So I just we started boxing with Smiley like when I was younger, and I just stepped aside and I just fucking hooked this penguin, right? And it just dropped, just lied down, and I seen all these other penguins coming. I was like, felt like him with the Matrix, so I started like going around him and that, right? So all here was like a Tarzan now, and I turn run, right? And it's more Krista on this fucking llama, and he looked like William Wallace, and he was just going, yeah, and he just dives in, right? He starts booting all these penguins and just wiping them all out. And see, I've got a gun here, and I see like the all the security not coming, right? So we dive back in the bus and fucking set off and that. And I was going, yeah, we're going to fuck for that, like we're on camera. It was just, yeah, my lass was just going off it was. It wasn't my fault. Like, I just wanted to put the penguin back properly, but the emperor penguin just had none of it, right? Even though it's been nice. And I was just sitting there at the back, all chilled, right, for about 15 minutes on this bus. And all I hear is like this, all those are screaming at the front of the bus with the kids and that. And I was like, whoa, what's going on doing there? I said, stay back. And all the kids stuck up the back, and there was this like little kid, right? And there was a snake just fucking like feeding his leg in and that, right? And I was like, whoa, step back. I was like, yeah, everybody step back, right? Because me, right, with snakes. When I was in middle school, I got expelled from all the middle schools, right? Then the only school that would take us was fucking Hogwarts, right? And I went straight in because my great grandma like knew Dumbledore from that, right? And went in there and they didn't even put the hat on me, just put straight in Slytherin. So I like knew how to talk to snakes and that, right? And I was just like, snake, and the snake just fucking regurgitated this little kid, right? And the bus driver fucking fucked off by now. And the snake just starts like coming up the thing towards us, right? And I was like talking to it, right? Looking at it like this, and it just like come up and looking at us like that, right? And then I just remembered watching Karate Kid, and I started like giving it like this with my eyes, like trying to control this fucking snake, right? And like Walker Star just looking at the back, he says, whoa, fucking hell. And like he opened the window, right? And because I was like with the Gracies years ago doing the jiu-jitsu and that, right? And the fucking jiu-jitsu could just stop for me, because like I had all the belts, every colour, and they just couldn't think of another colour for me. So they said, you can't learn anymore. So they just like give us a pardon out the clan, and I was like Bruce Lee, I couldn't speak about nothing, right? So anyway, back to this, right? And then this fucking snake, I'm following the snake like that, right? And I just like kind of, what? And I just like turn it into a fucking knot, right? Like a bow knot, right? And I was launched out the window, shut the windows, right? Everybody was like buzzing, and come, yay! I was like, no, it's alright, man, I'm like mint with snakes, right? So get back here and that, and police come round and arrest loads of footage and that, like having fights with penguins. But today they acquitted it, because apparently on the bus all the kids were like orphans, and I like saved them and that. So me and Crystal got off with it. Does anybody now want to buy any cat food?